All right, another question for the Project Insulin. Do you follow a strict low-carb diet when working out? I do err on the side of lower carb, but it really depends on what I'm trying to do. If I'm at a time where I might be able to gain a little weight or stay at maintenance or a little above, then I'm going to eat 150, maybe 200 grams of carbs a day. Really just depends. Also depends on what workout day it is. Event days take more out of me, so I'm probably going to have more carbs on that day. If I'm trying to stay at a lower body weight, or maybe I'm trying to move down in weight to get to a lower weight class, then yes, it's low carb. Not keto, but between 50 to 100 grams of carbs a day. And maybe on the days that I don't train, I just won't do any carbs at all. It's kind of a timed keto, roughly, kind of diet. Most of my carbs are centered around training. Either way that I do it, I have carbs before I train, and especially carbs during training. That has worked really, really well for me, is to have carbs while I train. And it's also important to understand the type of carbs that I'm having when I'm training. They're very easily digested. They do not sit in my stomach. They don't draw blood out of my muscles into my intestines and gut to metabolize the food. Two products that I really like are Gaspari's Glycofuse and EFX's Carbolin. Those are very altered carbohydrate chains that take little to no digestion whatsoever, so they get into the muscle very rapidly to replace what you're taking out. I take a normal amount of carbs to cover them, or normal amount of insulin to cover those carbs, and I just find that that's worked really well for me. Post training, I typically just do protein with no fat. If I'm trying to gain a little weight or am at or above maintenance, I'll have a few carbs post-training. If I'm trying to lose, I have no carbs post-training. So that's kind of how I structure mine around. Like I said, no carbs first thing in the morning either. That's kind of a big thing for me. I don't want any carbs when my insulin resistance is the highest, and that's first thing in the morning. So carbs around training, and it varies depending on what my goals are at that specific time. Thanks.